Shalom Yasharala. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakudash. It's like I had to take off my sweater real quick. Double honor to the elder and apostle Grim Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. I just got home and thought I'd make a quick lesson so that, the Akim remembers to put the Lord first. Alright. And I may or may not get some scriptures. I may or not make it some scriptures, but just a little testimony, that always put the Lord first, man, because at the time of trouble, you're gonna be seeking the Lord, and you want Him to answer back to your prayers, and right now you gotta be putting the Lord first, man. Quick testimony, and it might be just wrap up the video because I don't have a lot of time. But I just want to make this lesson or this testimony that when you're doing a lot of things, you have to find a balance. You have to find a balance in between the things. So that whether it be work, whether it be school, whether it be money that you're doing, whether it be a relationship, you have to find a balance. And when you're not doing that, the Lord is gonna make sure Lord's gonna make sure that that you remember to put. Lord's gonna put you in place, pretty much, and so yeah. What's up? Sorry. You take the bag. Take the bag. Take it. Share with your sister. Salaki. But Salaki for that distraction. But the Lord's gonna make sure. You have to make sure that you're in place. The Akim are not supposed to be reminding you constantly. Hey, get in place. Hey, do your videos. They do it out of love, but eventually, you can't be too reliant on them to put you in check. It's not just gonna be, oh, the Ak didn't tell me to make a lesson today, so I'm not gonna make a lesson, or oh, the Ak didn't ask me to read today, so I'm not gonna read. These are some things you have to just do it, to grow in the spirit. It's scripture saying, study to show yourself approved. So it's just little things, but I'll make a quick testimony because just in case any Akim and Aquas out there are having trouble, balancing their life, with this truth, you can do it, man. Me personally, I go to school, I wake up at 6, I study for an hour, or I try to, then I have to be at school by 8:30, and then we get out at 3:30, and then I get home, then I work out, and it's usually done by 6:30, 6, and homework and all that, the Lord blessed me that I'm not having a lot of homework this year. That's really helping me, study. I can use that time for myself, or do some things for this truth, for the ministry, and it's not just me, so a lot of Akim out there, a lot of young brothers probably do the same thing, and they probably have work with that too. I try to work, on the weekends if I can, get a little extra cash, but the Akim, are willing to help you, but you have to make sure that you have your priorities straight, Actually, I will get a scripture. This is First Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh, or Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. So it's just it's just an order. It's an order. You have to have order. This is First Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. So you have to have an order in this thing, man. You have to have priorities in this truth. You have to have certain things that you're willing to sacrifice. Whether it be sometimes you gotta say no to the video games and do a lesson. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Be on your phone, read some scripture. You just little things. You have to have priorities in this thing. Sometimes you may have to sacrifice. Going out on the weekends and stay in and study a bit more, do more lessons. So it's just a quick reminder. I got home and on my way here I was thinking about this, and I was like, yeah, man, you have to have your priorities straight. But with that, I'm gonna close out. I didn't make this to make this lesson any long. I have to have I have certain things to do, but I want to make this lesson. Lord willing, was edifying. Lord willing, it was absorbing. Lord willing, any Akim and Aquatak there got something out of it. Slack it for the distraction once again. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh. Shalom.